Welcome to the Roadhogs Radio Network, brought to you by theroadhogs.com and Roadhogs Motorcycle Magazine. Let's get the show started. Here's your host.
Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Road Lines with me, the Broad, Babe, riding out a dream. Hope everybody's been doing well since our last show. Last I recorded, we were in Tennessee with some of my friends, and here I sit now, a week and change later, beautiful sunny Florida. Going to make my way to Leesburg tomorrow for Leesburg Bike Fest. If anybody's going to be out there, hit the Broad up on Facebook. Tell me where you're going to be. Come say hi, share a hug, share a beer. Have a good time. Today, we're kicking off riding season. I think it's quite appropriate to make my first actual show about kicking off riding season. And I have a friend of mine with me today, Dennis Munden from Motorcycle Maps US. Dennis has created this really cool app that I absolutely fell in love with when I first found it, and I used it quite frequently when I was on the road. And Dennis is going to give us a little bit more detail about it, but I'm going to tell you, I really loved being able to look at this particular app and getting all different types of ride routes, and Dennis will explain to you what I mean by that later. Being able to see biker-friendly locations with lodging, retail, all this good stuff. And I tell you, I think I had my most favorite ride in Asheville and in Maggie Valley, North Carolina, using this particular app. And I pieced together different routes that was already on the app, and I made my own route. And I tell you what, I had a blast for 5 hours, and I was just beating Dennis up, man. I love it. I was texting him, asking him this question and that question. So I'm hoping that Dennis will educate you folks on this app because it is a biker's friend, to be assured. The app is still growing, and we need help from people to help us make this app keep growing. So Dennis, how are you, my friend?
Good morning, Ursula. I'm doing well, thank you. Waiting to get out and get on two wheels and get a little wind therapy here later today.
I hear that, dude. You know good and well I'm chomping at the bit, man, to replace my scooter. We were just talking about that in the pre-show. I'm in the market to find me another two wheels so I can get back to it and save a little gas. This pickup truck's killing me, man. but for right now, let's talk riding. Come on, vroom, let's ride. So now this app, I already said, I fell in love with this app last year. Actually, I think it was 2 years ago, wasn't it? Before I ever left. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Yeah. But then I really put it to the test last year when I was touring. And like I said before, I pieced together parts of your routes and made one big route for myself that particular day. Now, Dennis, what I was kind of saying to folks was you got different routes on there. Tell us what these routes mean.
Well, the routes is we've got them highlighted it's on the Apple version of it right now. We're still working on the Droid version through Google, but on the iPhone, the routes are classified as either scenic, intermediate, or experienced ride routes. And those terms mean different things to different folks, and we kind of have to make a judgment when we highlight them. If you see a green route, you've got a start and an end point. The route is highlighted green. And those are for folks that maybe just started riding, got, a few hours under their belt, not a lot, but, give them an opportunity to get on some of the back roads and build up that experience level. The intermediate are color-coded with a dark purple. These routes may have a little bit more elevation to them, some more twists and turns, sweepers, maybe a little bit more in the way of road hazards, potential road hazards. So somebody with some more, experience under the belt may, want to wait and tackle this at some point in time in their riding career. Now, the experienced ones, I classify, you really need to have been riding for a while before you tackle them, because there may be altitude changes, maybe a lot of serious switchbacks, where you're doing a lot of the gear changing, where you got to really maneuver a bike, where, a beginner may not have that experience. Still fun, still great opportunities. An example is the Back of the Dragon up in Virginia, Route 16. It changes over about a 3,200-foot elevation change with a lot of great switchbacks on it. But again, you need to have some experience under your belt then.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. And I used to look for your experienced routes and see how many of those can I piece together. After I get all the gear off of my bike, I was looking for those experienced routes. But if I was on my way somewhere with all 160 some odd pounds on my rear end, I'd look for the easy routes,
There you go.
But I absolutely loved it. So, yeah, I liked the way it was categorized, if that's the right word to use. And I found that it was really neat because I pieced together, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then, like I said, if I was fully loaded, I wasn't doing switchbacks, man. So I would just do an intermediate route, like you said, to get where I was going. I'd unload, and then I'd take that experience route where I can kick it up a notch. So I like that. Now, I noticed that the routes and the different biker-friendly locations and stuff like that, those are like little icons, right? You've got lodging, you've got restaurants, you've got shopping. I remember I stopped at a leather shop that was on the map once, also in Maggie Valley. So now with those, would the businesses contact you, or do us bikers say, hey, Dennis, this is a great place? How does that happen? How do you get those people on the map?
Well, we normally prefer, now, understanding we do a paper map in North Carolina, and outside of North Carolina, all I ask is for, preferably from a rider that has experienced one of those little mom-and-pop businesses.
Uh-huh.
And, we're not looking for franchise operations. We're looking for those little mom-and-pops that are on the back roads that you may miss by a mile or two, not be aware of. But all riders got to do is just drop us an email, said, hey, I had a great experience at Joe's Bar and Grill in Anytown, USA, and think it'd be, I'd really like other riders to know about it. After at that point, I take to do a little bit of research on the business. I'll contact the business, say, hey, is it okay to put you all on the app, and explain it to them. And once I get a thumbs up from the business, it takes us a day or so, we plug them on the app, and boom, it's out to tens of thousands of riders.
Very, very cool. Very cool. Now, of course, because I work behind the scenes, I already know the answer to this question, but...
Already?
So now, Dennis, last year I asked you if there was a way I could record my route so I could share it back with you. Now, I understand that function is in the pipeline. Is that correct? Yes?
Yes, that's on our
vision?
long to-do list. Yes.
Uh-huh. Now, You and I spoke about this the other day. What do you need, Dennis, to make that happen?
If there's someone out in the listening audience that is familiar with the apps and the building of them, I would welcome the opportunity to talk to them and link them up with our developer. Presently, the routes showing on the apps, we're in the process of linking them over to a web page to give a ride length, a description of the route, the skill level of it. Unfortunately, we're not at that point of being able to allow the rider to record. We'd love to do that, but we're just experience and technology-wise, we're not quite there. So we welcome the opportunity to talk to somebody that maybe has that knowledge.
I personally am looking forward to the day that is implemented in that particular app, because I'll be honest with you, Dennis, there's another one that'll record them. It ain't the greatest, and it's not necessarily biker related. If I could have it all in one app, that would be killer cool, man. That would be wicked awesome. Record it, upload it, and say, hey, Dennis, check this out. And, if it gets put on the map, that would be awesome. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Now, in this particular case, Dennis, if somebody had that type of experience and wanted to talk to you, where should they email you at?
Well, they can go to our website, and I've got a link to my email on there. It's simply dmunden@motorcycle-maps.us. It's a lot of words to write down there, but they can go to the website and find a link to email me.
Yes. And all your website and everything is going to be on Road Lines Radio page on Facebook as well. And Dennis's Motorcycle Maps-US is also linked on hdbroad.com. He's been there for a couple years. So you can find him on Facebook. You can find him on my website. You can find him on his website. So there's plenty of places to find him. No excuse not to get this app and to really enjoy it. Dennis, tell me, what other visions do you have? Now, I know that you live in Alabama and you do a lot of southeastern riding, as do I, because I love it here so darn much, and it's my roots, basically. I know there's some routes in some of the other parts of the country, but we're still growing that. And you need people, if I understand correctly, bikers like us from all over the nation to send you these routes, right?
That would be a huge help, Ursula.
Mm-hmm.
And again, basically what we need with the routes is, and I look for the local routes, something that people go out and do on a quick weekend. I'm not looking for the Dragon or 100-mile loop or Devil's Triangle, but that little local route that still provides a challenge and a level of enjoyment. But all I need is a start and an end point, and basically that individual's evaluation of the skill level of the route. And we can plug it in on the app very easily.
Yeah, I know when I was on the road last year, I had people all the time constantly emailing me or Facebooking me or what have you. Oh, Ursula, you got to try this route. Go here, go there, do this route, this road, this road. And, I must have, I couldn't even tell you, dozens and dozens and dozens of these messages. And it's so hard to go back and fetch them all and say, who was telling me to go somewhere? I can't remember. Mm-hmm. So an app like this, where it's all right there at your fingertips, you don't have to try to remember, what did that guy tell me? Where was I supposed to go? Now it's all right there at your fingertips, and I really loved that. And now, again, I just want to say it's Motorcycle Maps -US, and that's important because the name, is really, you want to get the right app, because if you get a screwed up app, it ain't going to be much fun riding. So make sure you put that -US in there, people. And Dennis, I want to thank you. I want to thank you so much for being with me, and I look forward to riding with you. I'm hoping I can get up there to Alabama this year for sure. If not when I'm on my way to Chicago, perhaps when I'm on my way out running Old Man Winter. So I look forward to seeing you and riding with you. By then I should definitely have two wheels. If not, make sure that back seat's nice and warm.
You got it.
All right, buddy. Hey, thanks, dude. I appreciate it greatly. One more time, Dennis, give us the precise website address, if you would, please.
It's simply www.motorcycle-maps.us. Motorcycle-maps.us.
All right. And now when we're on Facebook, isn't it, tell me the Facebook one again, the precise name.
It's just Motorcycle Maps. Drop the US on it.
Okay.
They, for some reason, will not allow me to do that extension, so.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yep, I understand that. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Dennis. I appreciate your time, man. Get out there, finish fixing that bike we were talking about, and go get some wind therapy, my friend.
I will do that. I appreciate the opportunity, and you have safe travels and have fun at Leesburg.
You got it, baby. You got it. Take care.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. So that's my friend Dennis. I hope you guys will check out his app and not just get the app for yourself, but also help us build this app. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait until it's just chock full of stuff all over the U.S. So please make an effort to check that out, and I do appreciate you tuning in yet again. And please remember that the B.R.O.A.D, Babe Riding Out a Dream, and Peace Hugs and Pipes to Rumble are trademarks, not available for use or reproduction. Wishing everybody nothing but sunshine and green lights. Have a good one.